Hi, I am Narcissus.
And I'm Gigi.
We're at Narcissus Immigration Services located at 76 East Blue Heron Boulevard.
And we're your favorite immigration specialists.
Diversified Game. Learn how to start, run, and sustain your business.
Hey, it's Kellen, and I know you think, oh, wait, did I see this episode? I know these faces, and some of you have told me these lovely, beautiful faces, and you weren't clients. They're just popular in the South Florida area, so that means business is good. But Narcissus and Miss Gigi are going to give us the game some more on immigration, and that's a hot topic right now because we're in the election time, even closer. Tell us, what are the main things coming down on your lady's desk that I'm behind? What are people needing to get together before Biden makes his exit potentially?
So right now, especially in the Haitian community, the hottest thing that's going on right now is temporary protective status, or TPS for Haitians, which grants them protection for the next 18 months.
And what that is the status. That's pretty much they're here. You don't have to worry about deport or anything like that. If they were here in the country since June 3rd, 2020, they can qualify for the temporary protected status. And another thing right now that is very popular, not only for Haitians but for other people too, that crossed the border from Mexico that came here in the United States, they're applying for asylum. The asylum is basically they're saying that they are afraid to go back to their home country for various reasons. It could be for racial issues, religion issues.
You finished the rest. What else? Political issues.
Yeah, so back to their home countries, because of various reasons, they can apply for asylum.
What's the main issue that people don't want to go back, and what's the most dangerous tree right now for people to go back, especially if they've spoken out and maybe came out or, expressed their opinion? Is there a country that's like really, you hate to see them?
To be honest with you, it's not really a country. It can literally vary. We've had come in, of course, from Haiti, Mexico, from Jamaica, literally all, because there's different things that people just don't feel comfortable in their homes. In the United States, there's a lot of gay rights here, but a lot of other countries don't believe in gay rights, so they can feel like they're being prosecuted when they're in their country, so they come here to pretty much escape all that.
Okay. And, that's a lot of countries. Mexico, is my second or third home. Get a status and then be able to travel outside of the country and maybe try to get a status in Mexico too? Or does it not work like that? Like if you're a Haitian, is Mexico not giving you, temporary residency? Have you heard anything like that? Is it possible? You can have like a backup plan?
Well, to be completely honest, we deal with the U.S., so it is a possibility, but we really don't deal with a lot of immigration services when it comes outside of the United States.
And then once the person's here in the United States, we don't hear where they say, okay, I want to go to Mexico, because this is the final ground for them. Because that sometimes we do hear about is, okay, they're here, they want to go to Canada. That's pretty much it. They'll try to go to a country that can offer them better opportunities. It's rare for us to find someone that says, hey, listen, because in Mexico, they won't find as much opportunities as if they were in Canada or Australia, things like that.
Okay, they're sleeping on Mexico. Mexico's about to be, or is a big thing. Got its first female president. Watch how things turn. With that, Biden, Trump, does it matter? Do you worried if Biden leaves, the borders will close and people have to go back, and a lot of papers and people will be deported? Is that a real thing, or is that something that making us scared of or aware of?
With it, I would, especially talks from the Haitian community, some of it is not being educated, so they do feel like, okay, if this person becomes president, this program is going to be, this person becomes president, this is going to be an issue. Where in reality, I feel like a lot of people don't realize there are a lot of checks and balances. So it can be an issue with immigrations. Democrats who have a better favor for immigration.
Right. So let's go deeper into the asylum talk. A lot of people think, oh, just because, I said something about the president while in America, in my other country, file asylum, I can get it. Talk about, go deep into the asylum, what it is, how get it. And are there any countries that are more likely to get it based on, oh, I came out of the closet as LGBT. I can't back to this country. Give us a story.
Okay, so asylum. What is asylum? Anyone that comes here in the United States that's looking for rescue, that's afraid to go back to their country for various reasons. It could be race reasons. It could be religion. It could be, let's just say, LT. It could be pretty much anything. Political reasons. We have a lot of our clients that here now. For instance, there are some countries that do not believe in LGBT at all. If they're in a relationship with a same-sex person, they will basically be attacked or God knows.
Right now, I don't know if you guys can answer this. We see like 60-minute documentaries where the Chinese fly over wherever and looks comfortable luggage. We don't see I haven't seen immigrants like this before. Van over, they cross over. What is going on are there certain routes and places that you're finding that certain countries can go in and certain countries can't? Because we're still seeing many people from South America and other places, even in the Middle East, having to crawl over, go through lakes and everything. What's up with the Chinese? Do they have a special route on their TikTok? Have you heard anything about this?
With the Chinese, to be completely honest, we're not too familiar with what they do take. A lot of our clients are, I'm going to say a good 80% of our clients are more Caribbean based.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not sure of the routes that Chinese or Asian immigrants take.
Okay. Have you heard like them coming up with Chinese people and maybe like one this was another? Like it's just odd. No can answer that question, and I'm just curious like how this happens. Or do they have like a special maybe visa and they're allowed certain privileges that they don't have to do the checks and balances?
I'm not sure.
Not sure.
Yeah, we're not too sure with that.
Oh, I don't want the people coming to knock on the door like, hey, narcissist immigration. Any questions? Right now, get a global entry card takes over a year. I'm in queue to get a global entry card and an APAC card. I can only imagine green cards are taking much longer years. What is the timeline for someone who might be scared that if I don't get this card, I'm going to be deported?
Okay, so it depends on, is this the initial application? Is this a renewal after the 10 years? So I know a lot of our clients who are renewing their 10 years, they get their receipt notice and then they apply for their citizenship and they have their certificate in hand before they even get the notice saying, hey, you applied for the green card renewal, but we just realized you became a citizen 3 months ago. A lot of our clients, we're telling them, if you're renewing, go ahead and start applying for your citizenship. So that way you're not having to deal with renewing your green card every 10 years. You have your citizenship and you're done.
Okay. So it just, a lot of things play into that. We hear the babies who fully understand. They think, okay, I had the child here, I'm going to stay. I've heard many people being away from their families, not just from Mexico, but even from like South Africa, can't come back in. Is that even still a thing? Or if you have a child here, you're more likely to be able to stay?
No, because your child wouldn't be able to do any immigration benefits for you until that child turns 21.
Okay.
Yeah, so just because you come here, you have a child, that doesn't mean automatically you can stay or anything. It can help whenever you're applying for any type of immigration benefits. You can say, hey, listen, I do have my child here. If I go back home, it's not going to be good. But as far as just because automatically you have a child, that doesn't necessarily mean you're guaranteed.
Okay. Does it help if you come over from another area and let's say you're a doctor or a nurse? Things that we are in a 2 million plus shortage here in America in need. Does that help process your paperwork any faster? And what's that called if so?
Depending on who's applying for you. There are special petitions where, for example, if you're a doctor, or there are some special petitions that can happen, whereas you can apply for residency. So whoever's hiring you can apply residency for you.
Okay. Well, that for all you nurses and health professionals, you know where to come. Well, but who's applying for you? Does that person then have a certain amount of money so they can take care of you? Not just anybody can apply for you, correct?
Not just anyone. You can have an employer to apply for you.
The employer.
That employer